Hey guys! Okay, so my last video about a piercing that I had was my septum piercing. My septum video is one of my most popular videos. I get comments on it all the time, more than any other video that I ever posted, and it has a lot of views. So I've been speaking to a lot of people through the comments, and people have been Facebooking me who have saw the video and stuff like that, who have also watched my tattoo video, which all the links to the videos that I mentioned and Facebook and stuff like that is all in the bottom bar always for you guys to check out. People I've been talking to have asked me, hey, I love your video, you're so informative. Can you please do a video about any other piercings that you have that you can talk to us about? So I thought, why not? Hopefully you guys enjoy it and it's beneficial. So my last video, like I said, was about my septum piercing, and the link will be in the bottom bar so you can watch it. I get a lot of comments on my videos on my Instagram and Facebook saying like, do you still have your septum pierced? Because I always have it, not always, but I often have it flipped in like this, and people are like, oh my god, I took out your septum. And I'm like, no, I think I'll have this like forever because I can just flip it in and I love it. It's pretty badass. So today I'm going to be talking about tongue piercings. I have a green ball on the bottom and an orange ball, like an orange and white ball on top. This is a piercing that I think is very popular, so that's why I figured a lot of people would want to know information about it. Your tongue piercing. Your tongue is something that has a lot of nerves in it, and like I said in all my videos, I'm a lot more afraid of piercings than I am of tattoos. Tattoos, I don't get scared or anything. I'm just like, let's do it. Piercings, I freak out, I Google it, I want to watch people get it. I'm like so scared, you know? So for my tongue, I was so scared to get it. I had my tongue before my nose. I never had like a real substantial piercing before that I was really scared about. So I was like freaking out. I was really scared. And all I kept thinking was like, when I bite my tongue, that shit hurts really bad, you know? And I kept thinking like, holy shit, if it feels anything like biting my tongue, that shit's gonna hurt, because I just bite it for a second and it like hurts for days and it's like swollen and hurting and oh my god. And so I thought, a needle going through my tongue, it's gonna be like times 10, you know? But it wasn't at all. So I was like freaking out, so scared. I freaking YouTubed it and Googled it and watched like a million videos of people getting it. And don't do what I do. Tongue piercings gone wrong. Why? Why do I want to see that? I don't know. But I watch it and then I'm like freaking out even more. Oh my god, I'm gonna bleed. This blood's gonna go squirting out everywhere. It's not like that at all. So I know a lot of people who have their tongue pierced. Like anything, it's, some people say it hurts, some people say it doesn't. It just depends on your personal preference, you know, and things like that. So I went, I was like freaking out, I was so scared. So I'm sitting there and the guy tells you to stick your tongue out. He uses like the metal clamp and he like pulls your tongue so you don't, because like it's hard to imagine like trying to hold your tongue in one spot. And with the clamp, it kind of gets like wiggly and stuff, and your tongue wiggles and it gets you're nervous and stuff, so it gets kind of like hard to keep it still, you know? So he clamps it and he pulls it out. Oh, at first he put like a marker on my tongue and he's like, does that look good? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess it looks fine. You'd put whatever you think looks good. I think they say like I think they say like girls get it further to the front of their tongue and guys get it further back. I don't know, I think that's what they say. But I just told him put it wherever is best for my tongue, you know, depending on the bottom of your tongue determines like where exactly you can get it, far up, right, left, because obviously you see the bottom of mine, it's to the right of my, what is that called? Gets this ginormous ass needle, hold your tongue out and then just slides through. And they always do that, okay, 1, 2, breathe, and they push it through as you're breathing, right? So the needle goes through. I'm like freaking out, like not freaking out, but like my heart is racing, you know, and I'm like, oh my god, that's it. Like it honestly was not that bad. I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, it was probably like a 3 or 4. Painfulest part of most piercing is when they take the needle out and put the jewelry in, you know? Then he takes the needle out, puts the jewelry in, he puts it in, and then he tries to hold it and obviously put the bottom ball on, which was kind of hard when your tongue's all slippery and moving around. So he puts that in. Then you put your tongue in your mouth and it feels really weird to have a freaking balls and hanging in your mouth and stuff like that. That's what she said. Any piercing, when you first get it, it's extremely weird. So I think my tongue piercing took me the longest to get used to. It was so awkward having this shit in my mouth, but now I've had it for like over 2 years, and I don't even realize that it's there. So when you get pierced, you have to use a metal bar, okay? And the bar is going to be extremely long because your tongue's going to swell up a lot. And if the bar is small, it will suffocate your tongue and cause problems. So they put a bigger bar because they know that your tongue's going to swell and fill up the bar. My tongue swelled so much that it could have probably used a longer bar than this. But the long bar is, I think, what makes it feel extremely uncomfortable, at least for me. My girlfriend has had her tongue pierced for like, I don't know, way longer than me, and she still keeps in the long bar. And I think hers is metal too, which I don't use metal anymore, which I'll go into in a second. When you close your mouth, the one I have in now is a lot smaller. It's able to just fit properly. This one was so long that it had to like awkwardly move, and it was like poking something. It just felt so weird and so freaking big. The balls were hard, so if I bite on it by accident, it like made me cringe. Oh my god, I hated it. So your piercing takes about 3 to 4 weeks to fully heal completely. I would even wait 5 weeks before you change your actual bar. Mine swelled like that night into the next day. So probably like on day 2, my tongue was extremely swollen. And they say the swelling can last up to 10 days. My swelling lasted probably about like 5 to 6 days and gradually went down from there. I tried to hide mine from my parents for a while, so I got mine like, I was going away for a weekend, so I got it like Thursday night and then went away Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and came back to my parents' house on like a Monday. And by that time the swelling was going down, so I was able to not show it, you know. To clean your tongue piercing, you would need mouthwash, and what I would do is mix the mouthwash with water. So you don't want to clean it too much with the mouthwash. So I would wake up in the morning, I would brush my teeth, then I would eat breakfast, and then I would mouthwash. I would eat lunch, I would mouthwash. I would eat dinner, I would mouthwash. So I would do it every time that I would eat, I would mouthwash. Also, if you're a smoker, you're gonna have to do it more often. So I'm not a smoker, but if you are, you might want to Google that, because it's also bad for your oral piercings if you're a smoker. I would also about 1 to 2 a day use sea salt water, where I would just take warm water and I would put some sea salt in it and I would gargle with it. As nasty as it is, sea salt is awesome for your piercings, so that's definitely the secret to keeping your piercings clean. Now your tongue heals naturally very fast, so you know, you normally don't have any problems with oral piercings. Unless you're trying to gauge it or do something crazy like that. But normal piercing, you really shouldn't have any problems, because your saliva should really heal itself, honestly. Now, while it's healing, obviously, the first thing the guy told me, he's like, you can't have any oral sex. So just know that, you know, obviously. You can't drink alcohol for like about a week is what they told me, because your tongue's already swollen and the alcohol can cause your tongue to swell even more. And like I said, if you're a smoker, that does affect oral piercings. The more you smoke, the slower your piercing will heal. So just keep that in mind. Also, when you smoke, especially after you smoke, try to drink a lot of water right after. That helps like dilute out all the chemicals and stuff. The piercing cost me, I think, like $30, including this jewelry. This is the one that I was pierced with, so I think it was like $35. It was under $40 with including the stainless steel barbell. Now, when you first get it, obviously this is what I said. This is what it was like. It's like a metal barbell. If you're gonna try to hide it from your parents, you're not gonna want to see them the very first day, second day that you get it, because your tongue's gonna be extremely swollen. Now, on top of that, if you have to see them, you can get like a flesh colored ball on top or bottom, both, whatever, and that will help it blend into your tongue, so it's not as noticeable. Because if you have a silver thing dangling in your mouth, it kind of catches the light and it's more noticeable. Okay, once your swelling goes down and your tongue is completely healed, you're going to want to change the barbell to a smaller one, something like this. So that's the silver bar that you originally get pierced with, and then the pink one is the one that I replace it with. Well, I have a million of these, but you're going to want to get a smaller bar because your tongue is not swollen anymore, and because the bar is so long, you're going to bite on it more often, which was so hard for me to eat in the beginning. Like, I still remember the first meal I had right after I got it pierced. I was like crying because it hurt so bad, and I was like, I should never got this. I'm never going to be able to eat. Like, it hurts so bad, and like I kept biting on the metal, and oh my god, it was hurting my teeth, and it was just like so painful. It'd be cool if I had a cheek piercing. I changed it to this. I bought on eBay. First I got one from like Hot Topic or something just to put in real quick, but then I swallowed one of the balls, so I was like, this shit sucks. So on eBay you can just search for it. I got like a lot of all of these. So I got like all of these. I don't even know how many are in here, like over 10. And they all come with 2 balls, obviously. So I got 10 individual piercings. I think it was like under $5. So I just switch out the balls, or I have extra sticks or whatever, because the ones that I use, which I recommend, they're more comfortable for your tongue, are the flex bars, which I will show you. This. See, they bend? Okay. So it's more comfortable in your tongue. No matter which way your tongue's moving, or you bite the piercing or whatever, it's able to bend and move softly inside your piercing. Because you eat, your tongue's always moving, you're talking, your tongue's always moving. You know, you're just using your tongue every day for a lot of things. So it just feels more comfortable for me, and I guess a lot of other people. So I would recommend getting that as opposed to keeping the metal bar. If you like the metal bar better, get a smaller metal bar, but do not, I repeat, do not keep the metal balls. A lot of people like the metal balls because it looks shiny. Try to get a shiny different ball, but try to get an acrylic or plastic ball. You ever hear people say like, oh, and you rub the metal on your teeth, it like takes off the enamel, and people go like this and hit their teeth, and then like their teeth chip or stuff like that. That doesn't happen with these. It only happens if you have a metal piercing. So I remember when I went to my dentist and he saw that I had my tongue pierced, he was like, oh my god, you're gonna get chipped teeth and blah blah blah. And then I told him what I did, and he was like, wow, that's really smart. So do it. It's simple, and I think it's better because you can get cool colors and things like that. But in order to not chip your teeth, is to keep it most comfortable, is to change it to a flexi bar with acrylic or plastic balls. Okay. Occasionally I'll swallow a ball if I haven't tightened it in a while or anything. So I usually keep one piercing with 1 stick and 2 balls. I usually keep it in my wallet or in my change purse or something like that, in case, you know, I happen to lose a ball or swallow it. I swallowed probably like 3 or 4 balls. I even swallowed the bar once. How embarrassing. Like, I know, I swallowed the ball, and then I couldn't find, I was on vacation, I didn't have a ball, so I only had the stick with 1 ball, and then I swallowed that. So yeah, it was horrible. Now that I've had it for a while, I don't even realize that I have it anymore, honestly, and it just feels like second nature to me. But then I could do, like, move it around and just bite the bottom and the top, you know. And when you change it, maybe I'll show you how to change it too. Make sure your hands are clean. I just washed my hands. And then when you take it out, I hold the bottom and then unscrew the top, or hold the top, unscrew the bottom. This is the hard part. Now hold your ball to where you have the little hole sticking out. I push it like this. My love keeps getting high. So I think that's all the information I have for you guys. We went over how it's done, the pain, how to take care of it, how to change it, why you should change it, what you should change it to. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a pretty common piercing. I think it's pretty cool. It's something you can usually have with not having to worry about a job, as opposed to like a septum or a lip piercing or something like that. Something that you can keep in your mouth and no one knows about it. So I love that you guys love my piercing videos. I have other piercings that I can talk about. I'm thinking maybe I could do a video about my tragus, which is this one right here. And also I got like a huge lump on the back of my tragus, and then I did some stuff to it and it completely came off, which was amazing. So maybe I'll do a video about that and how to take care, because I know a lot of cartilage piercings get bumps and things like that. Don't forget to check out the bottom bar, where you can follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Love ya.